Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first time that you're joining me. My name is Emily. I bet you picked up on that already from the name that's below. If you like weight loss update videos and videos where I talk about progress and struggles with weight loss, please give this a thumbs up, and I would love to see you back here, so please subscribe below that red subscribe button. I would love your encouragement and your feedback and ideas for new videos. If you are unfamiliar with my story, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery August 20th of 2012, and I just looked it up, and I've never done like a weekly update or anything like that, like so many of you have, which is awesome. It has been 233 weeks since then. It has 4.5 years post-op for me, and I today just wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess I'm gonna give you my stats today, which is hard for me to do, even though, like I said, so many of you do that and do these updates and you talk about your weight every week, and I am in awe of all of you that do that. I think that it is so brave. I don't know why, but for me, it's been really hard to talk about the weights, the numbers and things. It's probably from things in my past and my childhood, and even in my marriage, feeling heavy and unattractive. So the weight numbers always bug me to talk about, but I just decided today that I'm going to do it. I just decided that, you know, if there's haters out there, they're always going to be there, and it really doesn't matter if I tell you my weight or not. They're going to hate whatever they're gonna hate. I'm also a single mom, and I have 2 kids. I have a full-time job. I have a social life, and just kind of a regular person that wanted to share things on YouTube with people to hopefully help in different things that I've experienced in my life that I've gone through, and maybe I could help somebody by sharing those. So here I am. My highest weight was, I don't know the exact number, but it was right around 290 pounds. That was in the summer of 2012, right before I went in for surgery. And the surgery weight, I believe, was 280 pounds my day of surgery. I wish I could tell you what it was. I didn't keep track completely, but I know it was very close to that. MyFitnessPal doesn't go back that far unless you guys can tell me like a secret trick to look back that far. I had surgery on August 20th, and then within the first 1.5 to 2 years, I got down to about 185 pounds. And then in 2014, I had a regain of about 10 pounds, so I was sitting right around 195 pounds for quite a while. Then in the fall of 2015, I got back on track and really dedicated myself to starting to be more diligent. Previously, I had just kind of eaten what I wanted to, basically, and I don't think I was tracking at all. And then in 2015 in fall, I started tracking again and started watching what I was eating as far as processed foods, and I went and started eating much lower carbs. Going on obesityhelp.com, which is an amazing resource if you're not there already and you are a post-op weight loss surgery patient. That is a really good place if you haven't seen it already. Through looking at veterans who had been post-op for quite a while and had kept their weight off or lost a lot of weight, I wanted to emulate what they were doing, so I got advice from there. Then I just started kicking it into high gear, and then by this last summer, 2016 June, I was down to 100, and my lowest weight was like 154 pounds. Then I crept back up to like a 160. I was in a normal BMI. I did a whole video on that. If you look at my videos, it's the major weight loss milestone video, and I had gotten into a normal BMI, and it was like a praise Jesus moment for me. I was so excited. It was a really emotional video. I suggest that you check that out. So I got down to the normal BMI, and then in the summer, I looked the best I've ever looked in my life, in my opinion. I mean, looking at my pictures, like I was working out, I was strength training primarily, and then I would do 20 minutes of HIIT cardio and was watching my carbs and calories. But then once I got to that lowest weight of like 154, I think gave myself too much slack. And you know how that goes. It's like a slippery slope. It's not like all of a sudden I'm eating like crazy and tons of food, but I just, you know, I was just tracking it today, looking, because I'm trying to like go back to what I was doing when I was losing that weight. and I was looking at like the first week of July, I had a gain back. It was like 5 pounds, and I was looking at those numbers and just seeing that I didn't even track that week, so I don't even know what I ate to have gained that much. But after that point, the first week of July, I kind of started creeping back up. So my weight got back up to, I would think, 185 pounds. And that was, I don't know, a couple months ago. I'm sorry that I don't have exact numbers, guys, but so I am finally back down to, yesterday was my weigh-in day. I was down to 177.6 pounds, but I'm telling you, this regain has been really, really hard on me. I mean, as far as it's just not coming off like it used to, but really it's going back to food addiction is a real thing, guys, and it doesn't go away. I have been reading, I have mentioned in my previous video, I have ADHD, and I have been reading about the effects of ADHD and overeating, and it's similar to ADHD and alcoholism, ADHD and substance abuse issues. Basically, the anticipation of something, of a pleasurable experience, is what ADHD people tend to go for. And I realize that even now I still have those tendencies to get excited about eating something maybe sugary, or having like a moment of weakness with carbs, which is human. Like, I'm not calling anyone out on that, because we kind of need to have those moments or we'll go crazy if we just deprive ourselves constantly. Once you have been without carbs for a long time, your body does typically go into a state where it's not craving them constantly. But like this week, it's my time of the month and I have been craving carbs. I've been doing a good job of curbing that this week, but notice with the ADHD that I do get that really high, it's almost like a high and desire to eat carbs or sweets, and it's like this build up, and it gets really exciting for me, and my blood pressure goes up, and then I eat whatever it is that it looked good. Like the only thing I can think of right now is like I had marshmallow cream in my cupboard, and I had dark chocolate and peanut butter. I always like do that combination, probably because I don't have a lot of sugar in the house. A couple weeks ago, I was in the basement, and it's in our deep freezer. I have peanut butter fudge that I made for Christmas for gifts, and then had some leftover, and I had like 3 pieces of that. So if that gives you an example of like the things that get me excited, kind of ridiculous really, but you have your own thing, I'm sure. I just have been trying to recognize that and realize after I eat that crap, I feel like crap and crud. Like my blood sugar gets out of whack. I just feel gross. I feel tired. I feel sluggish after that. I feel like a lot of times sick, almost achy. So I really try to be aware of the desire for the food is more of the anticipation of it than the actual reward itself, which is a big thing with ADHD. If you don't have ADHD, you probably can relate to that, I would assume too, because is food ever really that good afterward that you're like, oh, I'm so glad I ate that? I mean, sometimes maybe if you're out at a really amazing restaurant or like Cheesecake Factory, something, that might be the case. I'm just trying to work on that, and I'm trying to work on consistency, because I was doing cheat days on the weekends, and I still cheat a little bit on the weekends. Like if I go out for a couple drinks, that's adding to my calories and sometimes adding to my carbs, although I try to go pretty low carb with that too. But I'm just going to try to be consistent as far as my calories intake go. Maybe if I cheat 1 day a week, not 2, not 3, not make it the whole weekend, and then it turns into Monday and Tuesday. It's been hard. I have really been trying to persevere through this, and in the past, being a heavy person, if this was me at 250 pounds, 260 pounds, I probably would have given up by now, because this weight has been just not wanting to come off. Like if I see like the last time I saw 176, I can't even remember. So if next week I lose a pound, I'm going to be jumping for joy. If I can get, because I haven't been able to get to that 176. I'm 5'8", by the way. I don't think I said that. 5'8", so if that puts things into perspective. I think my BMI is 27. My body fat percentage was 32. I bought a body fat scale. I think it's called Balance. I got it on Amazon. It had really good reviews if you're looking for something. That way, you know, if you're losing muscle or fat when you lose weight, kind of helps, especially if you're working out. That's just an update for me, guys. I just wanted to share that, going through these struggles. I can imagine that probably other people are dealing with that too, so I just wanted to be transparent. First time I've given my stats, I feel kind of good about it. I feel like okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video.